Hey everybody, Spanky the Hero here. We're back with our newest car vlog. Things have been a little bit tied up at home. I haven't really gotten much content out, so I'm doing this car vlog today. And today being Tuesday the 10th? The 10th. Sure, the 10th. Tuesday the 10th of May. Well, a big problem that's come up with at home lately is I've gotten... how would I describe it? I've picked up projects that I didn't have the time to pick up. And I'll explain a little bit. My company recently did midweek last week, sure, had a hardware sale where we were able to, and almost like a Chinese auction or a raffle-based setup where we could acquire retired hardware that they were going to send to the recyclers, and instead gave us the option of purchasing it. Typically, they pay to have this equipment recycled, which blew my mind for years, because we're talking like enterprise rack mount servers and the such. So it's pretty valuable stuff overall. Like, you could still buy these things on eBay for like in the measures of hundreds of dollars. So it was always something we were trying to do. When I first started at the company over 60 years ago, we had one. And it was, you know, some old gear. It was a really old gear at that time. Well, it wasn't really old gear. It was pretty old gear there at that time that they were phasing out. But now, it's been so long since we've had one that the spirit kind of got rekindled for making better use of our recycled gear. So now that that's underway and completed, and I've acquired basically 3 rack mount servers that I have millions of different uses for, but I'm trying to simplify the approach. So far my storage box has been replaced with a different Dell server. So that's all set in place and mostly ironed out. There's some add-on services I was running on there that this actually overall, let me step back a second. That server that I used is resource-wise overkill. It was probably one of the more, of the servers I got, it's the only one that had 2 processors. So that's significant. What the hell's going on here on this road? Strange traffic patterns today. I don't know I have no idea what the hell's going on. But anyway, so we have that server. I got another server, that was a 2U server. And another 2U server that had a single processor and a bunch of RAM that I'm using as a virtual machine host. And then I got another 1U server that I used to replace my my junk Pentium 4 firewall I built with something a little bit, you know, more performing. So that's done. And one of the approaches to that is I wanted to use it for something else. Well, I didn't really want to use that server specifically for the firewall. I wanted to actually virtualize my firewall, and I got that project done. So that's all handled. Everything there on that front has been handled, so that's great. What I need to accomplish now is figuring out what I'm doing with the old gear. And while these projects are going on, there's other little side projects there involving a Steam in-home streaming project, a Docker machine driver for KVM I was working on. There's a few other things that kind of absorb time, and I wanted to get these things banged out. So unfortunately, I haven't gotten any video editing done. I've recorded a bunch of different things, but I have not gotten to editing them. Speaking of which, you'll probably see this the morning of Wednesday. Yeah, you'll probably see this like Wednesday morning-ish, depending on your time zone, I guess. But everybody that's on my channel is all Eastern time anyway, for as far as I'm aware. But anyway, you'll be seeing it then. Hopefully... Oh, there's... What the fuck is this? Is there construction? They seriously have this road down to 1 lane during rush hour. You've gotta be fucking kidding me. Anyway... One of the next things that's really coming up on the project list, now that all the gear is in place, and it's a matter of getting things organized, getting my Active Directory domain sorted out. I want to do things a little differently. So I have a lot of just like follow-up to do at this point to get things situated. But once everything's situated, I'll be in a little bit of a better place. I want to get a machine set up for handling all my encodings, so that I can just drop videos in there when I'm done recording, and then have it automatically get encoded down and compressed, so that both my capture software and my editing software can kind of align, since they don't today. Once that's all done, I'm actually going to be testing out different capture software, so hopefully we can improve that process. If I can take out that encoding step, that's like a 2-hour process just carved out, like instantly from that, which is helpful. Most of the time it's running overnight, but there are times where I'm actually waiting on it to complete to move forward with stuff. So, and also worth mentioning that that process takes place today on my gaming workstation. I only have one real desktop rig for gaming, so that's where I do my recording. I can't record anything while that's running because everything will just run like complete shit. People don't understand hand signals to let them go through. This is crazy. What the fuck are they doing up here? It looks like it's moving now, and I see a dump truck moving up the road, so I'm wondering if they were just packing it up now. Like, honestly, though, like, when you're looking at construction, like, anywhere they're doing a construction site, you have to time it right. If you're not doing it, like, overnight construction, you should be doing it in between rush hour. Like, from 10 to 4 every day. That should be the construction window. And I get it. That's not like a full 8-hour day. Whatever. At that point, if you're going to be constructing more than that time period, you should be doing it overnight. Because this shit's ridiculous. This road I'm on is backed up. Let's see. So when did where's that light? So, I don't know. I want to say almost like to the last light I passed, which is about 2 miles back. It's completely bumper to bumper. Like, as far as I could see, is bumper to bumper, and it's only worse now because there were people behind me when I got to that light. When I was basically stopped in the middle of an intersection. That's pretty bad news bears. What the fuck is this? They have the road closed, that's obvious. They have construction lights up, and there's some fucking tool standing behind the roadblock in an orange vest. I'm glad to see my taxpayers' money's going to that. Pay some dolt to stand there and go, you can't go through if you couldn't tell by the barricade and the cones. Fucking unbelievable. Anyway, I guess that'll be good. Now I'm done with my tangent. Take a puffer. Actually, I can leave this window open. We're not moving fast, so there's really no road noise. Just road noise from other people. Warhammer progression is coming along, so I've got most of the rules for our campaign ironed out. I got, right now, 3 people, counting myself, definitely involved, and I have 2 on the fence right now. Like, they're not necessarily on the fence, but they've shown an interest, but not confirmed. I guess that's the easiest way to put it. Why does my camera look like it moved? Bad camera. So that's that. I'm hoping to get started on this sometime in June. Like, once we have the final, like, I don't want to say the final rules, but once we have, like, the charts all mapped out, everything we need to do to build our initial armies for this, we'll be able to meet up, do that, and then potentially, however long it's going to take for us to gather the models we need, get them painted and ready to go, is how long it'll take for till we do the actual first game. So that's going to be heavily dependent on what we get and how much it's going to cost. I mean, if you've seen what is it, Path to Glory? It follows a similar concept. There's a little bit more RPG elements added into it, but what it's going to be is us rolling to determine, defining points for, like, our commander, and then rolling on a chart to determine what kind of troops we get, similar to Path to Glory. So it's very up in the air as far as what you're going to get to start. Like, nobody knows ahead of time what they're getting. So people could get stuck with like 2 simple units, or 2 or 3 simple units, or they'll get like 2 or 3 complex units and or a vehicle in there somewhere, like a big expensive vehicle. So it could be pricey overall. But once we get, there's a few things we have to figure out, like the experience, the level up procedures, things like that, which we almost have finished at this point. Like, I'm really close to it. I'm still figuring out a few little bits for the story. We have a couple campaign missions worked out. But once we get that stuff done, we'll be in a much better place overall. One thing I'm hoping to get this weekend, after payday, I'm hoping I have enough cash left over to buy Stellaris. If you have not seen this game, like, this looks like it's like my bread and butter of games. Like, yeah, it's a 4X style game in space. Like, how amazing is that? It's similar to a few other games that are out there right now, but there's just something about this game that's just rubbing me the right way. I can't really describe it. I'm actually very excited to get this game and play it. I was going to pre-order it, but I just didn't have the money. The hardware sale didn't help, but neither did, like, car problems, and all sorts of plumbing issues and shit. So that's on my roadmap to purchase. It's something that's going to happen. I'm hoping that Friday, after we do the bills, and after I get paid and we do the bills, that I can get a copy of it. Because I'll be recording that for certain. Or at least I'll record my first, like, playthrough of it, because that's probably going to be the more interesting one, where I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. I mean, I've seen a few YouTube videos on it, but nothing super in-depth, or at least not like me sitting there studying it as I watch it, because that just takes the fun out of it. It's been more of me just reviewing, you know, just listening to it in the background and kind of shit like that. So I'm looking forward to it, definitely am. Factorio, I've mentioned before, has been recorded, hasn't been edited. That's stuck in editing hell with everything else. I can probably close this window now. Probably close that window now. I'm hoping to get that up and going soon. I don't know how long XCOM is going to be, so I'm recording it for now. I'm going to keep recording it. I might do the entire series, I don't know, but I think I'm going to start mixing it up with some other stuff, like getting like I was mentioning, Factorio up in there. But these are going to be 2 very long-played series, so I'm not sure if I want to have 2 of them going at once. That's always been my concern. So one of the problems I have right now is I've done a bunch of car vlogs since the beginning. A lot of them got thrown out because something came up with the quality. So I feel like I'm a broken record that I'm saying these things. And I don't know what I've talked about that's actually made it into a car vlog and published, so if I've mentioned this before, whoops. On the front of beer brewing, 2 weeks, we have a brew day coming up. It's scheduled, ready to go. It's going to be at my place, so that's good. That's going to be cool. Gotta finish ironing out my recipe and get that ordered. I want to do something similar to what I brewed the first time, but the big challenge with that is going to be getting, well, the last time I brewed a Dunkelweizen, the recipe got messed up by the brew shop, so I was a little pissed about that. I could tell that they just didn't give 2 fucks about the recipe, I guess, the following my recipe, so the grain bill was all messed up. They didn't have the yeast that I paid. It was a mess. It was a friggin' mess. So I wanted to actually brew that same recipe with the yeast I originally wanted, and I may do that. I may just take my original recipe and purchase it in bags, and I'll measure it out, because I have a grain mill, so I can, crush the grains myself. It is nice to just say, I want this. Can you just crush these grains and throw them in a big bag and everybody's happy? It's convenient. Whoa, hello. It's convenient. But I just don't trust them. Because when I weighed it, it was way off. It was way overweight. Like, you would expect it to potentially be underweight if they were, like, milling it and a couple, like, the husks fell out or something like that. But it was overweight, so they put too much shit in there. So I'm gonna... and I also don't know what they put too much of in, so I'll figure that out. But I will probably just get the bags, measure it out myself, and get something to seal the grains in for now. Get, like, a sealed container of some kind. But either way, we'll be doing 2 weeks. We'll be doing the brew session. I'll get some video of that, hopefully decent quality video. My camera's not that great, so, and the only camera I have that's decent is this one on my phone. So that's not the most convenient thing to be, or the most. I don't have like a camera stand for the phone, something to hold it in place and keep it steady. Even right now, it wants to take off from my dash, which is literally a piece of metal, metal L bracket, and the phone holster that's keeping it up there. So we're lucky it works that well. But so yeah, overall, that's pretty much all I got. I want to give just an update as to, you know, what's been going on right now. The video's kind of been taking, the editing of videos, I should say, has been taking a backseat to other stuff I had going on. There's things I wanted to get sorted out and finalized. We're pretty much there. I'm hoping to do some editing tonight. There's a few more things I need to take care of, but nothing pressing. Like, everything that I needed to get shifted and moved. God damn you, phone. What are you doing? Everything I needed to get shifted around's been shifted around, so it's just finalizing anything that's pressing. Make sure, like, file shares in my house need to get sorted out a little bit. That shouldn't take long. Finalizing a few permissions problems, making sure my wife can access everything she wants to access. The kids can see the videos and movies and stuff. Those are the big things. But I'm getting those ironed out tonight. I'm gonna get back into editing. As far as XCOM, I did squeeze through. What the? Okay, I'm getting mad at this camera. If this goes out of whack again, so be it. As far as XCOM and editing, I did squeeze out episode 27. There was very little left. I had to do one editing for that, so I just kind of banged it out. So that's done. That'll be going up soon. I think it's done. Did I? Oh, it was done as of this morning. I literally finished the editing of this morning and kicked off the encoding job. So that takes a little bit, but it's going to be getting uploaded. It'll be up either with this video. Actually, I don't know if I'll have it up tomorrow with this video. It depends. If things go well tonight and I actually get some extra content done, I'll have it up tomorrow. If not, you'll see it on Thursday. One of the things that's going to help out with this kind of scheduling of my videos and getting the content out there is that I started coming up with... I cannot speak now. What the hell? First it's the phone, and then now I can't speak. I basically built the schedule that I'm going to try to adhere to, where I'm more or less blocking out time on the weekends for time for recording, time for editing. And the end goal would be at Sunday night when I go to bed that I have enough content to get me to the following Monday. Does that make sense? So if it were this weekend, this Sunday I would have enough content up to go through the entire week, the entire following week, following weekend, and Monday's content prepared. And then next Sunday, the weekend's already, that Monday's already handled. So it's just a matter of getting Tuesday through Monday again. It'll be like that running 1 week. So that's the end goal. And if I'm not at that point by the time I go to bed if I'm not at that point by the time I'm ready for bed on Sunday, I need to make sure I get to that point. That'll keep me a little bit more on par for releases. At the rate things are going, if I can get on this schedule and get... Okay, hold on, guys. This phone is gonna go out the goddamn window. What the hell are you doing? I have no idea. The bracket looks fine. Whatever. Either way, I'm trying to cut this back a little bit. So with that schedule, I should be able to hit more consistent release dates and times that I can schedule out a week at a time and get them going. I do have enough backlog to do a 1 week. Potentially, if I'm mixing videos like I want to, getting some Factorio in there, I can definitely get 2 weeks worth of content in one shot. So I'm gonna just keep getting that churned out. I want to get to the point where I'm at like a rolling 1 week. So any videos you've seen should be from the prior weekend. So there will still be some lag time as far as like when I've actually done that and when it gets posted. But I'm hoping to get that tightened up just a wee bit. Anything else? I guess that's really it. Once we get everything sorted, we'll be in a better state and more consistent, I hope. Warhammer's coming, other games are coming, Brew Day's in 2 weeks. As far as the Brew Day is concerned, we'll be brewing on a Saturday, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Since it's a Saturday, I'm hoping that after everything's done, I can launch the videos in the editor at Saturday night, do some initial editing, possibly carve it up Sunday night and get those up and online within a week. Because that would be great for me. I'd be happy to get that stuff out there if I just can make sure I can carve the time. And I'm hoping that this new schedule will help me out. Some of the time on Saturday is going to be a little funny with the Brew Day, but we'll play it by ear, see how things come out. And if it comes out good, it comes out good. If it doesn't, well, we'll just figure out a way to do it better. So there we go. So as always, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.